It's your boy, Massimo, aka Max from Mossamo.com. And this is the Positive Vibes Lifestyle Movement.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm JB from HealthyFunkyFree.com. And it is our mission to fuel your purpose in life. So we're talking sleep, Max. Roll with it.
Okay. As people know who know me, I'm always going to hold my own feet to the fire. So I'm going to give you a story about myself. And anybody who knows me know I pride myself on health, knowledge, spirituality. So I'm going to flip back a couple years and tell you the story of how this actually truly affected me. And it was in the worst way possible. So I want to spread this back to you. Now, when we talk about this, sleep, recovery, and overindulgence. I'm going to give you two examples of overindulgence. One is chaga hot chocolate, and two is working out. So again, I am a littler human being. I'm about 5'5", 5'6", 125 on a really good day. If I'm soaking wet, maybe 130. So I train Krav Maga, hand-to-hand combat. I Olympic lift, and I do CrossFit. In every case, I am by far the smallest and lightest guy by light years. The next closest guy to me in my training would be probably 75 to 80 pounds heavier than me. And same with CrossFit. I'm in like the kid division, right? It's ridiculous. In Olympic lifting, there are little dudes too, but we just don't lift the big boy weights. Having said that, pound for pound, I try harder, not to impress anybody, but just because I feel that I can do it, so I go in hard. Chaga hot chocolate, it was my go-to fueling. Like I told you, I had like a friggin' every morning. So much so that one of my instructors told me to stop drinking it because I was too crazy. And I feel that was a side effect of it. Now, this is what happened with the chaga. Overindulgence. I broke out in a rash because I was drinking too much of it. It is a fungus. And because I was drinking so much of it, whatever happened inside my body happened, and I broke out in a little rash. I had to cut myself back to 2 days a week currently. So there is the thing between overindulgence and no recovery time. Now with working out, my training regime and my hand-to-hand combat style, there came a point where I was starting to get fatigued all the time, and I really wasn't sure. I was getting really sore. My rest was pretty good, I thought, but I think I was just overdoing so much so that at a point I was like, my body's not feeling right. I'm going to go see my man Christian, who is an Amatsu healer, 7th-generation lineage, ancient Japanese healing techniques. He got into my back and immediately told me that my adrenals were fatigued and I needed to stop. So I took a 2-week vacation off training and everything. I still had to do my work and my creativity stuff, but I was on the low-key tip. And right then and there, after that first week, I just went back up. So had I not had the awareness, and like some people don't recover, probably within 6 months to a year, I would have had some type of massive body function breakdown. And I'll leave it right there. Tell us your side of the story, John.
Man, you were quick today. Quick for a wee man. You're so funny. I'm going to talk about sleep and recovery. Sleep is the undisputed king now. It's complex and it's detailed, but there's no lack of scientific evidence. Although there's still a lot more to learn, but there's a lot of data now which supports the idea that we underutilize sleep. We all think we can keep going and keep going and keep going. We think with less sleep, we've got more time to do things. But if we look at the balance between how optimally you are functioning within that time, there's debate there. You start living on coffee, you're not working at the top, and so therefore you're spending longer doing that time. Whereas if you had turned up fully recharged, you can work full gas for longer without dropping off, without fatigue. So it's a massive ingredient for success. It's where the magic happens. We reinforce the day's learning we download the data, and it's where the body recovers. We now know that when we go to the gym, we think we train and we get stronger and fitter and harder and faster. But actually, during the gym time, the body breaks down. You become weaker during that. And it's only when you stop and you allow the body to recover that you then get stronger. And you do that when you sleep. I think something like sales adaptation theory. There's a funny graph you can see the difference between anabolic and catabolic.
Correct. Can I jump in and say one thing?
You jump in there, yeah.
Now, what you just said, now we have to understand from an awareness point of view how the body and mind work. Now, those are all stressors. When we work out, when we train, whatever we're doing, those are stressors. So our body doesn't know whether we're being chased by a saber-toothed tiger like 4,000 years ago or whenever the hell we came from, to working out, right? So if we do not think about this for the long haul, those stresses, without the proper recovery and proper sleep and proper mental focus, we will deteriorate. We will not excel. Short term, we may excel. It's all about the long haul here. It's about your longevity. Do you want to be still kicking ass when you're 80, 90, 100, 110? Yes. Take it from there, John. Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. So we're just mere mortals. We like to think we perform pretty well for our age. But it's the sportsmen who are now getting into this, the science of the sleep. And I think the football club, Manchester United, were one of the first organisations to employ a sleep coach. And I also remember there being a headline in one of the tabloids saying, Manchester United, Ryan Giggs is being tucked in at night by the sleep coach. Now, they were the first. And then that guy went on to consult for Arsenal and many other football teams. He then went to the British Olympic Association, and then he was fundamental with the cycling Team Sky.
Wow.
And he created sleep packs and sleep environments so that every night they were sleeping in the same environment rather than going from hotel to hotel to hotel.
Wow.
And that was fundamental to their meteoric rise. What else? We talk about volume of sleep. Do we need 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8 hours? There's now data to show that there are people that can live on a tiny bit of sleep, but that's a genetic change that 99.99% of people don't have. So those people like Margaret Thatcher who could operate on 2 hours sleep, she may have had that gene, but she always looked pretty tired to me.
Fair enough.
But so going back to the volume of sleep, it's almost the quality of sleep as well. And there are a few things you can do to ensure you get the best quality sleep. You can create a good sleep environment, which is a nice calm room. It's a dark room, so you've got the blackout blinds and the curtains. Maybe get an alarm clock without a light. It's quiet. It's got the right temperature in the room. So that's the first one. A going to bed routine, which sounds quite childlike, but on those nights we put our babies to bed and they sleep well, and those nights we throw them into bed late, they don't. So we all have a natural waking up time, and mine happens to be between 5 and 5:30 in the morning. Bit extreme.
And that also I was just going to say that also changes with the seasons, correct?
Absolutely, yeah. We need more and more sleep in the winter than the summer. But if you go back in blocks of 90 minutes, which is the periods which sleep now operates, 5 blocks, you'll get you going to bedtime. And then if an hour before that time, so say it's 10 o'clock, so at 9 o'clock, if you start dimming the lights in the house,
there you go,
turning off the technology, sitting down, relaxing, it allows the mind to slowly shut down. You start to produce the natural melatonin in the body, which helps your body to shut down. Add into that maybe some meditation, if that's your thing, just listening to the breath. So that's going to bed. And then likewise, it's almost as important the next morning to have a routine for waking up. So instead of waking up, reaching over, grabbing your phone, shouldn't be in your room, looking at the doom and gloom and the emails and the clients and the customers who can't come in, you get up, you splash your face, clean your teeth, have a stretch, have a walk around the block, maybe do some exercise, take your lemon tea, rather than dive straight into the artificial energy with that coffee or whatever it is, and then you start prepare. That's the preparation for the next day's night's sleep. So
The intent of your day.
yeah, sorry, I've rambled again. There's
Nope.
so
No.
much more. I'm going to write a blog on it this week on my Medium page, which I'll try and share with everybody. But I'm going to throw it back to Max, and then we'll see where we are. We're coming up on about 10 minutes, so we have plenty of time. If you would like to ramble of some.
Oh, let me ramble. God, no, please don't. Just to attach to your point, something we don't do that I see in so many. I mean, I travel a lot, so it's in every hotel room. We do not have a TV in our bedroom, for starters. Get that shit out, man. We don't, yeah, like John said, there's no phones in our room. And after a certain time, phones are off, man. That light hitting your face and just the stress of it, wanting to check it, all that crap, man. Just put it to the side.
Just knowing it's there. Yeah.
Yeah. And truthfully, like you said, to have some type of, whether you want to call it sleep routine or wind down routine and wake up routine, right? Like when I wake up, man, there's nothing happening for at least the first half hour. I don't even speak. I'm a special kind of special because I'm you know me, but I'm in my own head. And all I'm doing for the first half hour, because there's nothing up, nobody's up. It's at this time of year, it's still dark. I'm just walking around my house barefoot, saying how thankful and grateful I am for everything that I have. Because I could be on the opposite end of the stick. No matter how bad my days gets or whatever, I continue to say that through the whole day, because my intent from the wake up was, I am so blessed. I'm so blessed to eat. I'm so blessed to have a friggin' hot shower. I'm so blessed to be able to boil hot water, so on and so forth. To be able to put food in my body, breathe, to be alive. My God, what does Gary Vee say all the time? 400 billion to 1 opportunity we have here that we actually became a human. I mean, we're here for a purpose, people, and it's not to wake up, be angry, fight your way to work in traffic, hate your life at work, pay your friggin' bills, and die. There's so much more. It's just you have to create that environment. I know I'm getting a little bit off sleep and recovery there, but it's the generalization of the fact that, yes, it's about that positive mindset all the time, from sleep to wake up. Boom.
Yeah, and they are very straightforward exercises you can carry. It doesn't cost you anything to go to bed. It doesn't cost you anything to walk around the house quietly before everybody else gets up. It's free stuff, and they're very straightforward. They're those microscopic changes that you can make day on day. And then if you fall off, you start again, you go back to day one, and you keep going, and you forgive yourself for screwing up or messing up. But it's that progression day after day after day after day. And after 30 days or 40 days, it becomes a habit. You then enjoy doing it, and you become aware when you have not had that routine for going to bed. Sleep becomes important. You know how great you feel when you've had a good sleep. And likewise, when you've been traveling and you're in a different hotel or you go to bed late, you know how you feel when you've not had that sleep. So,
and you really start to notice that. You notice, you said we fall off. You know what? People, if you're listening to this, understand this. We are human. We all make mistakes, man. Don't beat yourself up. Don't be like, F this, I can't do it. That isn't the fact. You just start over. You know what I mean? And on the flip side of that, being aware as you and I probably are, John, not that we're very aware, but we are at least aware.
Not all the time.
Yeah. For example, when I went to the UK, it was a short period of time I had to go there. It was like a crazy 9-hour flight with all the time changes. And I knew when I got there how busy I'd be. So I was going off of probably 3-4 hours of sleep a night. And I can't explain the night and day difference between being rested and just running off adrenaline. You know what I mean? Because I was not going to put crap into my body, and I just willed myself to do it because I was there for a certain reason. And, you just get your hustle on. But to sit back, I only have maybe 5-6 minutes to myself. So I get into my meditative state and I would just listen to my body, and it was just screaming, bro, don't do this too much longer, because you're going to, you know what I mean? So,
okay. Yeah. On that note, we're about out of time again.
Well, people want to see this, don't they? Yeah.
So,
love you guys.
Thank you, each and every one of you, for listening in, for the comments, for sort of interacting with us. We do appreciate it. Keep it going. Keep asking questions. We're going to keep finding these out. In the way, I'm in Miami with my umbrella next week, but we should have plenty of opportunity to do a couple more.
Oh, we will.
And we'll keep it rolling. Let us know what you would like to know about from our point of view.
Awesome. Thanks, people, for tuning in. We appreciate you, and keep us on our P's and Q's. Keep asking questions. Love you.
Bye.